Whether you're a dirty hippie or a manly man with an affinity for fire who probably drinks too much, you've probably felt the call of the great outdoors beckoning to you. Hell, you're probably answering the call of nature right now while watching this video. Welcome back to Dark Steel's Unpopular Opinions. This week's subject, getting back to nature. So what is my opinion on nature in general? Personally, I think nature's brilliant, but I think we should really define what I say is nature. If I went walking out into the woods and I came across a grizzly bear, there is nobody that's going to argue that this scene that I've just painted is nature. And if that grizzly bear got frightened, turned on me, and mauled me to death, that is also nature, and I'm all for it. However, if I happen to pull out a rocket launcher and eviscerate that bear where he stands, leaving nothing but incinerated bear carcass all over the forest floor, that too is nature. It's ridiculous, this idea that we have to leave our homes and go out into the woods and strip down to the bare essentials and all of this to feel at one with nature. We are nature. We are not supernatural entities that came from outer space or anything like that. We are this Earth's nature, and we are following our natural code right now. This right here, what I'm doing, YouTube, and recording it on my phone, this is nature. This is my natural habitat. What I think is so brilliant about nature is that humanity, as a whole, throughout history, we got to where we are. We clicked two rocks together and invented the internet. And how amazing is that? There's a miracle behind the fact that we were able to start with absolutely nothing. And from that, from nature, from just rubbing two sticks together, clicking two rocks together, working and working and working, we are now able to do the things that we're able to do, and none of it is fake. None of it is unnatural. If it existed here to begin with, and yes, it all existed here to begin with, and I know you're going to say, well, no, we invented plastic, we invented this and that. We invented it all from stuff that we got from nature. It was all here. We might have changed it, but it was all here. So do I want to go sit around a campfire, get smoke in my face, sleep on a rock under a thin layer of tint, get freezing cold temperatures, climb out of bed in the morning feeling like hammered go sit by that campfire again while I work my way up into a breakfast and then maybe go fishing? No! None of that. Would I if I needed to do it to survive? Absolutely, without batting an eye, without complaining or anything. But will I choose to do it for recreation? No. How insane is that? That's nuts to want to live in poverty, to want to live outside of the comforts that we work so hard to build up. This is insanity. And if it's your thing, then that's awesome. That's go out into the woods, quit watching this video, go commune with the bears and what I don't even know. Go do whatever it is that you do. People all around the world camp as a way of life. I mean, there are people all over the world scraping together whatever they can find for shelter, to feed themselves, working their off in countries, in places where they find it hard to build, where they don't have the luxuries that we do. They are just doing what we go out and do recreationally as part of their everyday lives. There are a lot of people in America who camp because they don't have a place to live. It's finding your way back to a place that we fought so hard to get out of. And I just think that's funny. Now, like I said, if you have fun doing it, then more power to you. But I feel like a lot of people do it as a way to prove how tough they are, how rugged they are. Nothing makes you look less rugged than trying to prove how rugged you are. Just be you! Just be who you are, and we'll accept you. Just go for it. And if you are a person, like I said, if you are a person who wants to go live in the woods, that's great. There's a lot of people who would rather have your home. Just give them your home. You go live in the woods. You know what? Go hold up a little cardboard sign by the interstate asking for money. I mean, a lot of people are doing it. It's going to be so much fun for you. Next, I want to get into the claims of all natural ingredients. If your makeup line, if your pharmaceuticals, if anything that you're using says all natural ingredients, yeah, I'll vouch for them on that. Because all ingredients are natural ingredients. They didn't source them from some H.P. Lovecraft-style dimensional portal. They found them here on Earth. And yeah, maybe they adapted them. Maybe they worked in a lab to make them better, stronger, created more efficient ways to do things. But they still sourced them from nature. So all ingredients at their base are natural ingredients. I find all natural ingredients ridiculous. Now, I know, you're saying unadulterated. Then say unadulterated. But all natural, all the things that we have around us are all natural. And if you're saying, well, these are more natural because they're not altered. Really? Really? You found them in nature in a bottle mixed with a bunch of other ingredients? I feel like they've been altered a bit. At what point is the dividing line where we go, nope, this is clean, this is clear, this is all natural, this is unadulterated, and this is bad? What, because it was in a test tube somewhere? What is the actual dividing line between this combination is a natural combination, a poultice, and this combination is a chemical compound that we've worked with? Is it the level of adulteration? And I mean, seriously, tell me. Let me know in the comments if there's an exact dividing line. If there's somewhere that you can point out, okay, this one is bad, this one is chemical, and this one is natural. I've even seen commercials of things where they're comparing with their competitors, and they're like, this one's got good ingredients, while this one's packed full of chemicals. Really? 'Cause so am I. Everything on Earth is chemical. We are made of chemicals. I could take you over to the periodic table of elements real quick. I've got a chart on my wall. It explains this all. Everything that exists is packed full of chemicals. That's all anything is. It's all just chemicals. So what are we made of? We are made of chemistry. What is the tree outside of my window made of? It's made of chemistry. Everything in this world is just made up of chemical combinations. So our ability to pick up those chemical combinations and alter them doesn't make me feel bad about them. Doesn't make me feel like they're outside of nature. That makes me feel like a proud part of an amazingly powerful species that can take our physical world and alter it around us and change what our environment is, what our nature is, in a beautiful, beautiful way. And do we f*** up? Absolutely. We are stupid. I said this in the last one. The human race is my least favorite animal, and I gotta say, before I go any further on that one, I've got to explain, I am not an animal lover. I don't particularly bond with any form of animal. My least favorite being human does not mean adversely that I like the other ones. But I can be proud of where we are because we are unique, we are amazing. And I don't think we're better. Like I just said, I don't think that humans are better than other animals. I think we're different. And do we mess with stuff? Yeah, sure we do. But it's kind of amazing that we, with almost godlike powers, can change the world. Apparently, we have changed the weather. How amazing is that? Even if it's a negative thing, it's amazing nonetheless. It's astonishing that we have enough power to negatively impact our world in the way that we have. And so, yeah, I'm not ashamed to be part of the species that the world because that's amazing. The world is so much bigger than we are. The world is so massive compared to us. We are fleas on its back. And we have altered everything. We have changed reality in this world. And that's beautiful. Even if it's chaotic. Chaos can be beautiful too. Okay, so I don't think I've said anything in this one that's all that controversial. I think I've said some things that you'll probably disagree with. I think I've said some things that that you probably might not have liked that much. But I don't think that I've really pushed anybody away in any way, and let me know if I'm wrong. So just like this one if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, subscribe if you haven't already, unsubscribe if I've completely alienated you from what we're doing here, and let's see how this channel progresses as I continue to make these unpopular opinion announcements. And I do want to reiterate that these are my genuine opinions. I am not making this stuff up to try and troll the internet or anything like that. I just realized a while back that essentially what I feel, what I believe, it tends to be at odds with the people around me, at very least, culturally. And so I just wanted to share some of these and see how many people have the common grounds, how many people disagree, kind of gauge it from there. And I've been surprised so far at the favorability of my videos, that this has actually been going really well. But if this one has pushed you away, see ya. Thanks for the view. Anyway, that's all. Until next time.